Red Wings Hockey on Bally Sports is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage, home loans that fit your life. Rocket can. And by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Detroit.
Studios. Trevor Thompson and Larry Murphy with you, leading you to Puck Drop, Wings and Kings on tap. Tuesday night, Filip Zadina was a healthy scratch. The first time he's been a healthy scratch since he was a teenager playing in the men's league back in the Czech Republic. But that gave him the motivation to make sure it never happens again in the NHL.
Well, obviously, I was frustrated because I had a lot of chances, didn't score. But it is the way it is. And obviously the COVID break and stuff like that, it just kind of pushed me down. And now I had a good practices and good workout, so I just feel way better. I mean, it's hockey life, right? I'm not the first one, and I hope, and I think I'm not the last one who, faces this situation, and just the way it is, and just, got a heads up and just want to be better.
Well, Zadina has not produced offensively as expected. Tonight, I expect to see him much more determined around that net. He needs to put up more numbers if he's going to stay on that second line.
All right, well, Ken and Mick are ready for the puck drop. Let's take you there now.
All right, Trevor, and thank you. Our Southeast Michigan Ford dealer netminders. There's Alex Nedeljkovic making a third straight start. Solid Tuesday in the win over San Jose. Leads all NHL rookie goalies in wins. And both goaltenders tonight have never faced the opposition prior to this night. And Cal Peterson, a fifth-round pick of Buffalo in 2013, signed by LA 4.5 years ago, hasn't played a game since December 6th. A loss then, giving up 4 goals in Vancouver. Appearing in his 66th NHL game, the 27-year-old played 35 games last season, and that got him a new long-term deal. It's Jonathan Quick most of the time for Los Angeles, but Cal Peterson gets the start tonight. And for the Detroit Red Wings this evening, they are wearing their home red for this 3-game road trip to accommodate the home team sweater requests. So with a great home record, the Wings certainly happy to assist in that regard. These two teams have not met in a while. The Red Wings looking for a win in a building that newly named, so maybe that'll change things for them out in Los Angeles. And against LA, their penalty killing has been excellent of late, and so has Tyler Bertuzzi, who's opened the scoring the past 2 games, and last game is 150th career point. 4 multi-goal games on the season for Tyler Bertuzzi. Los Angeles played Thursday when Detroit couldn't, and LA lost 4-2 to Nashville at home despite doubling the shots on the Predators. It was just their 3rd game in 10. They failed to pick up at least a point, so the Kings going pretty well. And they'll start with Kopitar, Kempe, and Marty Ferk wearing number 29, the former Red Wing draft pick. That's Suter getting one ahead for Rasmussen, starting on the wing. Robbie Fabry on the other side. Suter goes up after that puck as Kopitar swings it around for Marty Ferk, the 49th overall pick in 2012 by the Red Wings. Leddy gets it back at center ice. He gets checked there by Adrian Kempe, sent back in by Robbie Fabry. And the team's making their first changes of this game. You like those silver helmets?
No,
Nick?
I don't.
You don't? I didn't think you would.
I can't believe who designed those things and why. I mean, that's Darth Vader or what?
Well, that's why LA is wearing the white sweaters tonight. They want to show off the home helmets, right? The silver helmets. So the Red Wings accommodating with their home red. I liked it better when the visitor always wore the dark jerseys.
Well, I saw Marcel Dion purple and gold.
Those were beautiful
in the warm-up, and yeah, I said, all right, turn the clock back. Yeah,
nice. There's Doughty getting one across for Victor Arvidsson. Doughty gets hit on the play by Dylan Larkin. De Kaiser moves it ahead. Doughty able to knock it down, swings it across, and a save made off of Victor Arvidsson, one-timer. He's got 14 points in the past 16 games for Victor Arvidsson, acquired from Nashville for a couple of draft picks.
Well, Mr. Ned smelled that one out. Drew Doughty doing what we said he would do in the pregame show, which is lay the body on whoever's around him, and this time it was the rookie Raymond. You can't be slow, and you're back to the play, and he'll learn that all too quick when you got a guy like Doughty on the ice looking for you.
Drew Doughty in his 14th season. Score! Right off the draw, it's in. And the LA Kings have a 1-0 lead. Red Wing fans won't like it any time a Lemieux is mentioned. Claude's kid, Brendan.
Well, oh my God, to read his lips, oh my God. Way too easy. Right off the draw. See, nobody's in front of the net. This puck didn't go in, did it?
It's went right across the line. The referee's signaling yes.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did
We're
it?
going to get a look.
This puck didn't go in.
It didn't go in.
No, it hit the post.
Yep.
Went right across the line and hit the other. It missed the back of Nedeljkovic's skate by a hair, or it goes in the net. It missed the back of his left skate and hit the other goal post and came out. Unless there's an angle that we're not seeing.
That's Brian Pochmera, the Detroit native, and Bo Halkitis, Bob's kid, working the game here tonight. And I don't think that puck went in.
Well, let's try to get a chance at how this actually happened. Why was Lemieux so wide open? Goal or no goal? The coaches, led by Blashill, are not going to be happy with why Brendan Lemieux was wide open like this. Right off the faceoff. You got to know your assignment defensively. There's another look at it. It looked like it hit the goal post and not the padding. That's the only thing that could be. Now look at this high wide look here. Where are you supposed to take and who you got? You got going to the point out here. You got to have somebody coming back in front of the net over here. Where does Lemieux see? He peels off right here. Nobody right there. And he's wide open. As LA comes down the boards, boom, and there's the scoring chance from there. They can only hope. Here it is.
Brian Pochmera with the call, no goal, and
Wow.
Mark Stahl went out toward the faceoff dot rather than coming back, and that left Lemieux.
Well, yeah, that's where you got to figure. There's a great overhead. Look at the left skate. Look at that. Oh, just underneath the heel of the blade. That is really, really close. If it hits that blade, it's in the net. And Lemieux still can't believe it. He's talking to the right guy in Pochmera.
So it remains goalless. So bad coverage, and the Red Wings get away with that one there.
They dodged a major bullet right there, and good job by our gang with the cameras to pick that up right away. Way to go, guys and girls.
King sending it back in by Sean Dursey. Number 50, an offensive blue liner for LA. And Nedeljkovic will hold on to that. There's Dustin Brown. Would be an unrestricted free agent into the season. A former LA captain and now 7th all-time in games played among U.S.-born players. Chris Chelios still number 1. I know some boards have him passing Bill Guerin for 8th spot all alone because they got Brett Hull in there. Brett Hull was born in Canada.
Right.
U.S. citizen, dual. Decided to play for the U.S. when Canada, for some reason, didn't want him way back when. He said, okay, then I'll go play for the U.S. That's what happened.
It's called self-confidence.
Right. But he was born in Canada.
Yeah.
So, brought back in here by Adrian Kempe. Into the middle, picked off by Rasmussen. Sound defensively right there, and backing up with it is Seider. Plays it back for Danny DeKeyser. Reverses that for Pius Suter. 3 goals the past 3 games. Had 2 versus San Jose. Seider's pass couldn't connect there with Suter. Brought back in here by Anze Kopitar. Kopitar with 9 goals, 29 points on the season. Oli Mata back in the LA lineup. Sent that one in that Alex Nedeljkovic will hold on to. Anze Kopitar, the 11th overall pick back in 05. He's been consistent all this season, as he has for all but a couple of years through his career. A few years back, they thought, boy, wonder how much does Kopitar have left? He has lots left for sure. 29 points and 12 points the past 16 games for the Los Angeles captain.
Yeah, excellent hockey player. Great leader. Part of a couple of cups there in LA, the same as this guy, Doughty. Big, strong centerman, and that's the way hockey teams forever have been built, around your center.
You see that tinted helmet? I asked him, does it help you with the lights? And he said, no, I just think it's cool. That's why he likes the tinted visor. Red Wings able to intercept, and it's knocked away from Raymond. Picked up there by Hronek. Back for Lucas Raymond. Raymond will throw it in, the rookie point leader with 29 in the National Hockey League. Bertuzzi back to the line to Hronek. That shot hit a leg into the corner. Bertuzzi battling there with Mikey Anderson, the defenseman, number 44 for Los Angeles, helped out there by Philip Deneau, one-time Blackhawk, long-time Montreal Canadian. Signed as an unrestricted free agent by the Kings. Carried in by Trevor Moore. Drop back for Deneau. Deneau in, and a save by Nedeljkovic. Deneau knowing more for his defensive game, and he's allowed Kopitar to thrive offensively. Right into the goal crease, held there by Nedeljkovic. Now time for our Discover matchup. And Sport Logic breaks this down for you. So what gives tonight with Los Angeles so good? Let's keep a close eye on the front of Detroit's net tonight. The Wings have struggled all season with long rebounds, allowing the 4th most chances per game in the league. The Kings have taken advantage in such situations. They get a bunch of shots on net and are quick to jump on rebounds. So watch for that tonight, courtesy of Sport Logic. Played by Bjornfoot. Kicked back off the foot of Stahl. Got back there to intercept. Ahead for Adam Ernie, back into his own zone as the Red Wings will set up. Lindstrom and Stahl, the defense pairing for Detroit. Tipped in by Joe Veleno. At center once again, a second game in the middle with Nemestikov and Ernie. Nemestikov tries to dig it free. Veleno came over to take out a couple of King players. Zott got over to help. There is a penalty coming up here.
Can't miss that one.
Trying to get through. The Kings couldn't first time, and the Red Wings will touch. LA going to the first power play of this game.
You get guys dancing, trying to get up the middle. You get your stick in their feet like that, and you're going for trouble, for sure. Not what Joe Veleno wanted. He's looking for ice time, not penalty time.
LA Kings with a power play goal in each of their past 2 games. They've been better at home than they have overall, where their power play is ranked 24th. LA hasn't been great offensively, but they're in the top 10 in all defensive categories so far this season.
Interesting. 93 goals for, 93 goals against. So, and they're basically on a playoff bubble in the Western Conference, right there, just outside the top 3. They had a horrible start, and they've been much better the last 5 or 6 weeks in the middle of all this crazy postponements and COVID protocol.
There's a shot just went wide. Kopitar's got it. Back for Doughty. Back for Kopitar. For Adrian Kempe. For Drew Doughty.
They go for Firk. He's over on the left side of the right-hand shot.
You know he loves to one-time it. You don't always know if it's going on net. You got to look out, as some Red Wing players found. He can go head hunting, but he can fire it. He likes to go down on that one knee to get that shot. He scored on the power play last game, did Marty Firk, who's a top AHL scorer this season. His second game off the taxi squad. Back in comes Kempe. Got there to knife it back. And across it comes for Firk. Arvidsson went back to the line for Doughty. Now Kopitar, and seeing it all the way, Nedeljkovic will hang on.
Well, you don't get a lot of traffic in front of the net. Makes it easy for the goaltender. So many of these teams are using what they call the bumper. I'm not sure of the terms anymore, but the bumper basically is a guy in the middle. The bumper that most people would be familiar with if they watch games every night, Tampa Bay and Braden Point. In a slot, Kucherov down low, boom, out to bang, bang play. That guy in the middle is called the bumper. And on this one, Burke a minute ago was in the bumper spot.
And Bergeron so good in that spot for the Boston Bruins.
There
Into the slot it is.
There it was right there.
Trevor Moore. Out of the corner came Philip Deneau. Moving in, failing to get it to the net was Arthur Kaliev. As the Red Wings get it down the ice, a half minute to go in this Los Angeles power play. Good offensive blue liner, Sean Durzi. On the wing for Kaliev. Big score in junior hockey in the Ontario Hockey League. Kaliev. Couldn't keep it in. He'll circle back at center with it. 6'2", 190 pounds. Kings power play winding down. Final 10 seconds on it. Dustin Brown got it back for Durzi. Shot got blocked. Played back for Brown. Looks in front of that for Kaliev. Rebound. They score. Deneau. That was not a power play goal, but the Red Wings really didn't get the... Veleno wasn't back into the play at that point.
No, and the white jerseys just outmanned the red jerseys in front of the net. It was a second late man. Bad bounce off De Kaiser. Then this save by Nedeljkovic in the rebound. Nobody there but Deneau. Nicely set up. And Deneau makes no mistake on that one.
Well, Deneau with his 6th goal of the season already passed his 5 goals in 53 games with Montreal last season. And people thought he got too much in the deal from Los Angeles, but for the Kings, again, it frees up Anze Kopitar to do what he does best, and Deneau can take a lot of the matchups against the other team's top lines. He's so good defensively. Sider to center, tipped ahead by Raymond, brought back by Arvidsson. He'll circle back for Los Angeles. Chased back by the persistence of Larkin. Arvidsson got it out to center ice. Leddy. Back for Sider. And offside on the play is Dylan Larkin jumped the line. So Philip Deneau gets his 6th goal of the season. 18 point. Makes it 1-0 Los Angeles.
I am Chris Wright is going for this.
Well, Jeff Blashill trying to get the referee's attention. We'll take our attention on our Taco Bell take for tonight. First of all, safe start. Well, it hasn't been exactly that for Detroit. An almost goal by Brendan Lemieux, and then an almost power play goal by Allen to make it 1-0. D-zone coverage, well, that's something that they really need to work on every day. And this LA team will burn them if you don't know your coverage and know your responsibility inside your own blue line. It's not a time to figure it out. You got to know that in advance, and everybody needs to go where they know their job is. Do your job and let everybody else do their own job.
Red Wings still without a shot on goal. May take them a little bit here to find their legs. LA played Thursday again, dominated with 40 shots against Nashville. 48 shots, giving up just 20. But they lost the game 4-2, and Red Wings haven't played since last Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been few and far between for Detroit, so that's why I was calling for a safe start to get their legs underneath them. But they haven't exactly done that. So we need to get this thing settled down and start to get some offense going.
This is game 5 of a 7-game homestand for Los Angeles. 2-2 thus far. Fabry. Again, the Red Wings wearing their home red sweaters tonight. Here's Brendan Lemieux.
Look out.
Wide open in front, and it went off the skate, I think, of Hronek. Off the feed from Kaliev, who picked up an assist along with Dustin Brown on the Deneau goal, just as Veleno was out of the box. Tip to the corner. Lemieux couldn't get there, and Veleno will get it back, taken by Tobias Bjornfot. Mid-first round pick back in 2019, Bjornfot. Hronek couldn't find it. Kaliev That went off a body. Bouncing puck in front. Nedeljkovic stopped that as Lemieux had the opportunity. Hronek for Leddy. Hronek catches up to it. Couldn't get in first try. Stopped there by Peterson, making a first start in about 7 weeks. The Kings have had 3 games postponed. The Red Wings will make up 1 postponed game tomorrow night. That was from Thursday when they'll be in Anaheim. Anaheim home to the Rangers. Tonight they score. Point shot finds its way through Downey.
Boy, oh boy. I think that's 15 shots for LA. Now let's see how this developed. Was there a screen? Doughty comes to the line. Boom. Yeah, Nedeljkovic never saw it. I don't think it hit anybody. No. Didn't look like it. And it's 2-0 Los Angeles quickly on what they're giving him, 14th shot. Boy, oh boy.
Los Angeles in the lead.
Center right. Look out.
And it's Larkin.
Yeah, because he went after Deneau with the cross check at center right off the faceoff. And Deneau didn't take kindly to it. And he'll be letting them know right now.
And is that Dylan Larkin with his team not having a shot to try to get him going down by a couple of goals. Get him revved up.
This was scarily similar to Jamie Benn hitting Larkin last year. Watch when we see the replay. Not quite the same, but same area code, I'd say, from my first look. And I don't know where Larkin went after him, but watch what happens here. Larkin's complaining about cheating. You know what I mean? Oh, he didn't catch him in the back of the neck. He got him on the upper back. And he got a 2-minute cross-checking penalty. And away you go. So Deneau got the upper hand early, and then Larkin came back to protect himself after that. So got to get something going. You got no shots on goal. You're down 2-0. Although he's not the guy you want in the penalty box.
Goals at 6:27 and 9:06. The first goal from that man, Deneau, and then Drew Doughty from Rasmus Kupari. 2-0 Los Angeles, and the Kings on a power play. A save there by Nedeljkovic. Kopitar digging for that puck along with Marty Ferk. Number 29 of the Kings, and Arvidsson. Doughty moves in. Knocked down on the play was Victor Arvidsson. Kept alive by Ferk, then he lost it. And here's a break for Suter. From center ice, he's in the clear. Suter in! Oh, and a save there by Peterson. Wow. Boy, the Red Wings looking for another shorty. And another one from Suter.
Wow.
Who scored one of the short-handed goals against San Jose, which broke the string of 100 games, their first in 101 games. A short-handed goal, nearly had another one.
I don't know if he got this puck where he wanted it. No, he did not. And I'm wondering, I'll have to see this again. Did this get touched? No, it didn't get touched. But he wanted to get up high. And the interesting thing is, the different thing is, this guy's a right-handed catcher. And he needed to get that way up high under the bar. He got it 2/3 up, and he robbed him.
The Kings have surrendered 5 short-handed goals this season. The Red Wings nearly had their third in 2 games. But it is their first shot of the game. Halfway through the first period. LA continuing man advantage with a minute left in it. Kopitar on the wing for Arvidsson to Kopitar and around. Tip past Marty Ferk. Moving up is Doughty, came to the middle. There's a shot by Kopitar, just went wide. Doughty able to pick it up. He went back for Trevor Moore. Picked up by Ferk. For Kopitar. Wanted to go back to Ferk and then a slash there, but it broke the stick of Gagne. So there won't be a call there. Gagne broke his own stick. That should be punishment enough.
I know.
Gagne goes after it.
Really?
He'll go to the bench. Brought back in. Trevor Moore on the left wing side. Fed it around for Kopitar. De Kaiser and Veleno there. Jersey for LA. Walks the line. Kopitar. Back for Jersey again. He's got Kaliev on this side. Kopitar, Kaliev. He's a shooter. And that's stopped by Nedeljkovic.
Boy, oh boy, these LA Kings are got their skating legs tonight. It's like going into the old Montreal Forum on a Saturday night. You better be ready.
Kaliev with 72 shots coming into the game tonight. And another one right there. Rasmussen and Lizotte on the draw. So one more time, Lizotte able to kick one back for Matt Roy, the Kent, Michigan native. Saved there by Nedeljkovic. Kept alive at the line by Olli Mata. Kings 0 for 2 on the power play now. De Kaiser bumped. Giovanni Smith to get it. Only a 2:32 of playing time last game. Didn't last too long with the boarding nature and the game misconduct. Had a fight before he departed. Taken away defensively by Kempe. Up for Lemieux. Leddy checked at center, regains control and sends it back for Hronek. Doesn't get it into the King zone. Then turned over at center by Los Angeles. Back in comes Raymond. Raymond's shot went high and off the glass. Bounces down low. So and a chance side of the net for Bertuzzi.
Try to bank it in.
Played by Brown to an open wing. Kings catch up to it, then overskate. A little juggling of the lines here. But Dylan Larkin serving some penalty time. Kings will have to do the same. Puck there for Trevor Moore. Away from Raymond, took the shot. Burke couldn't center. Fabry there to intercept. Raymond sliced it back, turned over, save made by Nedeljkovic. Good stop with the right pad down on Kopitar. Doughty getting it back from Kopitar. Doughty works it in deep. Leaves it there for Anze Kopitar again. Off the wall to the line. Rebound out front for Kaliev. Back in front for Kopitar again. And the Red Wings able to clear that. Doughty over there to get it. 19-2 are the shots for LA. 6.5 to go in the opening period.
Enough.
And to think LA coming into the game at 18 first period goals, second fewest in the National Hockey League. They got 2 here tonight to lead the Red Wings by a pair.
As soon as we
21.
Well, a play like this is what the coaches are going to get. If they got any hair, it's going to turn gray. Bad line change by the Red Wings. 2 of their guys go off the ice. And here come the white jerseys again. Everybody comes this way for Detroit. Watch this guy over here. Wide open. Kings execute perfectly. Red Wings dodge a bullet. The score at this time was 1-0 before the Doughty goal. That kind of play is inexcusable for the coaches defensively. Not good. Red Wings are not ready to start.
By the way, there's not much hair on that Red Wing coaching staff to turn gray.
You're right about that.
Yeah. But if they have, they're going to
Maybe a
lose
good
some
thing.
more.
That's right.
Right.
If there's any there that's thinking of growing, it ain't coming out.
Right.
No, not with plays like that.
Here's Suter. Nice move in front. Pinching in came Stahl. Suter over there to get it. In back of the goal. Brown for LA as his pocket picked. Ernie with a strong play offensively there for Detroit. Brown with a couple assists for the LA Kings tonight.
Well, the good news here is the Red Wings are maybe lucky they're only down 2-0. Keeper. Nedeljkovic has been very good. 21-2. Good Lord.
Well, again, LA had played a couple of nights ago. We thought it may take the Red Wings a bit to get their legs, but longer than they were hoping for sure.
The thing is, though, when you're missing defensive assignments like that, you're really laying it on a platter for them. That's unacceptable.
Orr gets bumped by DeKaiser. Kopitar first on the puck, back of the net for Arvidsson. Belted there by Fabry. Taken here by Raymond.
I guess my point, Ken, is even without your legs, you can play better defensively.
Turning with it is Doughty. Chased by Bertuzzi. Arthur Kaliev. Lazat for LA gets checked by Hronek. And Lucas Raymond on it. Looking for his first goal in 11, but his 7 assists the past 8. Kaliev carries in. Along with Lazat, there's a shot off the side of the goal. Kaliev has it for Los Angeles. Off the side of the goal again. Checked on the play was Fabry. Bertuzzi to the line, but not out. Jersey kept it in for the Kings. Stopped in the trapezoid and moved by Nedeljkovic. Pinned to the boards was Leddy. Then off Lazat. First on it again, Kaliev. Kaliev back in front again. And Nedeljkovic, boy, LA just getting to those loose pucks. You can tell by the shots, and they've had 2 that count. One went right across the goal line that didn't. 2-0 Los Angeles.
With Farmers Auto
Arthur Kaliev, second pick, second round in 2019 by LA after scoring 31 and 51 in the OHL. He's from Uzbekistan, but grew up on Staten Island. He can fire the puck off a blade that has 1 strand of tape and an entire roll on the butt end. He says the knob's been taped that way since he was 13 because it has the feel of a tennis racket, which makes sense because his younger sister by 2 years, Alvina, is a rising tennis star here in the U.S. He can't compete with her, and the Ducks' Trevor Zegras, his USA Junior teammate, says that thing must weigh 50 pounds. A slight exaggeration, but Zegras calls that massive tape brutal as the puck's out of play. Can you imagine?
No. All I know is he must have awfully big hands to get around that size. I mean, really.
That's one ugly tape job.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
And some use very little. And even on the blade, he's just got a strand or so. But what a scorer he was in the Ontario Hockey League. And some were surprised he lasted to very early in the second round because he is such a shooter. And Kaliev has 6 goals and 10 points this season thus far. 11 points now. He's got an assist tonight.
Well, the Kings ought to be smiling after 16 minutes. They are absolutely dominating.
Good move at the line there by Jersey.
Whoa.
That hit a skate in front and another skate in
Another
front. And then found by Nedeljkovic.
I don't know what this first shot hit. Did it get through to the goalie? I'm not sure. I mean, they have been in so many guys in front of that crease. They ought to be paying rent. Holy mackerel. They win a face-off again. Go to the front of the net. There's 2 of them there again. Boy. Hit a body on the way to the net, that shot.
Defensive zone face-off here for the Red Wings, just 3 of 13, and they win that one. So 4 of 14. And that's all they've won in the opening
They
period.
just got to get out of this period. It's only 2-0.
Flipped in by Firk.
You're playing on your heels. Boy. Like, really? Let's regroup here. Get a buzzer and regroup.
Doughty settles the puck. 6 points the past 6 games for Doughty. Offside. was Ferk on the left wing. Well, for just $20, Kids Club members will receive a new custom kit, a ticket to a future game, and more. To sign up, go to DetroitRedWings.com now. Well, the Red Wings record when they get 30 or more shots in a game, they're 11-5-2. 29 or fewer, they've won just 5 of 16. They got a long way to go to get to 30 tonight.
Yes, they do.
And the one they had was Suter shorthanded on the breakaway, stopped by Cal Peterson.
Good to get Larkin back on the ice now. I mean, if anybody can jumpstart your offense, he's the guy. But God, it's frustrating when you're being outplayed and outshot, outworked, outthought, out everything in the first period.
And for Dylan Larkin, 16 goals and 32 points is the best start to 30 games in his career. Here's Arvidsson. Walked away. Hronek turns back from the forecheck of Moore. Hronek on for Larkin. Checked at the line. Stick in the lane.
See what's going on here as they regroup LA. LA is trying to get Danault, as Ken talked about, being a really good defensive center, to go with every time Larkin's on the ice. And that's maybe a little bit of why Larkin got frustrated and used a cross check on him and got in a fight.
Stahl off his stick, bounced away, then took it away from Lizotte, who took it away from him. Lizotte, late man, Kaliev drops back. Mata, Kaliev, good save there by Nedeljkovic. Kaliev took that one right out of the air. 25-1 of the shots. Rasmussen gets knocked down. Red Wing bench would have liked to call on that. I guess they'd like to try to change the pace here. Through the skates by Lizotte. Picked up, loose puck, Lemieux. Boy, that would add insult to injury if he were to score. Playing close early, but hit both posts right along the goal line by Brendan Lemieux.
This started with a pass that was supposed to go to the winger, and it went to the defenseman. Was in his feet by Hronek. He had the simple play on his stick and didn't make it. Next thing you know, white jerseys are just all over you. Little plays.
Red Wings have allowed the most shots in a period this season. Mid-October against Vancouver in the third, they allowed 23. So this the most so far in a period this year. 27 shots. As we mentioned, LA did have 48 shots in their game against Nashville a couple of nights ago, but lost 4-2. They gave up just 20. Well, this isn't new territory for them. That went off a skate. Seider goes back. Chased by Kupari. That's batted away by Giovanni Smith. And Dursey quickly back. Knocked down by Dustin Brown. The one-time LA captain brings it in. Stick in the lane there by Zadina. Zadina on the fourth line with Gagne playing in the middle with the Carter Rowney injury. So Gagne centering this fourth line for Detroit with Zadina and Smith. Zadina back in after being a healthy scratch first time. Leddy goes after his shooting. Puck to the corner. Kempe ahead for Ferk. His second game up from the Ontario Reign. Having a terrific season in the American Hockey League.
That's what you have to do. No matter where you're playing, be the best player on the ice and hope you get the call.
Bumped into at center was Raymond as he was hit by Mikey Anderson. Seider dumps it into the left wing offensive corner. Ole Mata for Los Angeles. 15 to go in the first. Cleared away by Kempe. Kept in at the line by DeKeyser for Seider. Seider with a shot. That's deflected wide of the net. Larkin, Raymond. Back to the point and out to center ice, and the Red Wings get just one shot on goal. Their fewest in a period this season. They had only 3-4 times, just one here tonight. And a very slow start for sure in Los Angeles, and the Kings have been smart with the puck. More on that with Larry and Trevor.
Well, Kenny, the word discombobulated.
Well, a good first period, obviously, for the Los Angeles Kings, and ties an NHL season high in a single period with the 27 shots this season. Washington and Florida in the third period on November 30th. Florida had the 27 shots against Washington. So that ties an NHL high. They have credited the Red Wings with a second shot, so a plus 25 differential. That is not the largest in NHL history. So I can't imagine what Jeff Blashill was saying to his team after 20. Can you?
Oh, yeah, I can. Not repeatable here. But the bottom line is you're only down 2-0. It was a horrendous period. You didn't get out of your own end very much. You had very little offense at all. It's like, okay, we're only down 2-0, guys. We got 40 minutes to play, but let's play. Let's get in the game. This team isn't the 1985 Edmonton Oilers. Let's go. So, yeah, bad period, without a doubt. Let's see how they respond right now.
Suter between Fabry and Rasmussen against the Kopitar line with Burke and Kempe. By the way, Andreas Athanasiou has been injured for Los Angeles, so a member of the Kings, but not in the game tonight. Puck rolls back in the Detroit zone.
Look at that hustle by Kopitar. Wow.
Gets it across here for Furk. Burke has it at the line. Here's Suter. He's all alone. Now gets some help. Up there along with Fabry. Back of the net. Rasmussen. Stick came up. Yeah, that was Burke. Rasmussen kicks it along there for Larkin. Larkin. Checked by Matt Roy. Now Leddy. Shielding that puck, gives it to Rasmussen. To the line for Hronek. A wrister in. Save made by Cal Peterson. His first start since December 6th. And didn't get a lot of work.
No, he didn't. He had one great stop. That was on the shorthanded breakaway.
So the Red Wings with the lone shot so far. Better start here in the second. Knocked away from Raymond. Hronek gets beaten to the puck by Arvidsson in on goal. And couldn't beat Nedeljkovic. And Deneau. Moore goes after it along with Veleno. Leddy ahead for Bertuzzi. Out of the reach of Raymond. Then taken by Veleno. Checked by Mikey Anderson. To center for Anderson. Into the Red Wing zone. A wrister went off the skate. That stung Raymond. Veleno up along with Namestnikov. Jersey on the wing. Played across by Anderson for Lizotte. Couldn't get past. Brendan Lemieux. That went astray and no icing. Nedeljkovic out to tee it up for Lindstrom. Ernie backhands one for Veleno. Couldn't reach it. Racing after it comes Ernie. Ernie checked by Lizotte for Kellyette. Around it goes for Tobias Bjornfoot. Lizotte. Got it to center and back in by Gagne. Zadina hustling in. Kellyette. Slick little play there for Blake Lizotte. Into the Red Wing zone. Brendan Lemieux. Forced back up high by Seider, then a point shot is held by Nedeljkovic. Well, Marty Furt, 49th overall pick in 2012. That year, it was the Red Wings' first pick of that 2012 draft because the 19th overall pick was dealt in the Kyle Quincy deal to Steve Yzerman in Tampa Bay. And who did he take? Andrei Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I guess so. Yeah.
And he took Sebastian Cossa at 15th this year. Worked out with Vasilevsky taking a goalie pretty high. There's a shot and a save made as Fabry with the attempt. Seider. Out to center and then tipped into the Detroit bench. And now a message from our Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Easy Plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2022 F-150 for only $299 a month for 24 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Well, that plus 25 differential in shots in the period tied the third highest since 2015. The most shots in a period since 2015, the 33 Tampa Bay had against Chicago in the second period.
No fun being on a team that gets outshot like that, I can tell you.
Red Wings up 2-1 in shots here in the second, but down by 2 goals. Goals in the first from Deneau and Doughty at even strength. But here comes Bertuzzi, and that shot goes high. Leddy tipped wide of the net. Penalty upcoming here to Mikey Anderson. Red Wings are going to go to their first power play of the night. Los Angeles 0 for 2 on theirs.
Well, a lot of new names.
Los Angeles number 44, 2 minutes for interference.
Not only in LA, but in the whole NHL every year, younger. That means your minor league system has to be producing for you if your team is doing well, with COVID especially and injuries. And let's see what Detroit can do here. Patience is a virtue here. One good shot and you got yourself a hockey game.
Bell Tire power play for the Red Wings, first of the game. Power play at this stage of the season is 2% better than it was a season ago. Fabry back for Seider. Raymond for Bertuzzi. Switches off with Raymond. Fabry. Seider to Larkin. Kopitar on him. Kopitar and Kempe.
We finally got it settled down now.
Bertuzzi to Larkin. There's a shot. One-timer from Seider and a good stop by Peterson.
Good setup there.
Larkin knocked away by Peterson and then cleared by the Kings.
That was a late bumper. Being Seider.
Seider 8 power play points, leads the Red Wings and leads all rookies. All assists for Seider of those power play points. He has it now. Hronek. In too tight with Seider. Hronek has to come out. Nedeljkovic way out of the goal. And in for the empty net. And they score.
Wait a minute.
But it's offside. It looks
Wait a minute. It's offside.
It had to be offside. Yeah, oh yeah.
I think.
I do too.
I mean,
but let's see. I believe it is.
now, the question is, though, who put the puck back inside the blue line?
There's no goal on the play. The play was offside.
That would seem to
See,
be
if
right.
Detroit had to dump that puck back in their own zone, even if an LA player was in there, it'd be okay.
But they did not.
No. Okay.
And the referee, Bo Halkitis, just has to signal goal because he wouldn't know what the linesman's calling necessarily
Right.
at that point. So power play continuing for a half minute.
Offside.
That's offside 2. On the attempted feed for Ernie.
Well, one really good chance, and I mean a grade A chance, by Sider here early in this power play. Joe Rassenflatti, I think he's calling for the next group up here.
Letty for Hronek. Goes after it himself. Peterson to play it. Lizotte for the Kings. Back down it goes. Power play is over. Suter to the Kings zone. Jersey. Kempe. Kopitar. The Los Angeles captain. Drops it back to the middle. Save made. Rebound for Kempe.
Wow.
And Nedeljkovic came up big there as Veleno off the glass out to center. Matt Roy. Burke to Kopitar. Left there for Letty. Bodied by Furk. Veleno back for Letty. On the move is Rasmussen. Kempe for the Kings cleared it out to center. Matt Roy. A round 7 pick. Got it ahead and Kaliev stopped by Nedeljkovic. Vladimir taken wide by Roy. Back of the net for Rasmussen. Lizotte took it away. Lemieux to the middle for Roy to the line, but not out. Larkin able to block that first attempt. Olli Mata just out of protocol. Playing his first in 5. Played lots with Pittsburgh. Olli Mata's last game was December 19th. The Kings have had 3 postponed. The Red Wings looking to make up 4. 1 on the island and at Madison Square Garden in Minnesota, and a home game against Colorado. We've already had another one moved against Philadelphia at home in a bid to help out the Islanders in all their postponed games. So February, which was to be a light month, will be a busy month. And for the Canadian teams especially. And after the start of February, they'll still have half their schedule to play. But it does give you the month of February to make up a lot of games. And those games still to be announced in the next week or so. Kicked ahead here by Suter. Rasmussen couldn't get in. Fabry. Oh, he got body down and nowhere to go, and Anderson stood him up.
Look out. Rasmussen went after him.
Swinging it wide for Elias Anderson. And Rasmussen will clear it. Jersey. Long pass ahead. Lindstrom for Detroit. Played back by Larkin. Ahead here for Gagne. Nice spinorama play. Overskated by Arvidsson. Collision there with both Smith and Larkin. Giovanni Smith then gets checked. And away with it comes Trevor Moore. Into the Red Wings zone for Kopitar. Larkin backhanded one. Squeezed to the board was Gagne. Lindstrom for Stahl. Peterson able to swing it across for Sean Durzi. Loose puck here for Nemestikov. Checked on the way back by Lizotte. Bjornfort for LA. Sider. Back in. Kicked away by Durzi. Forcing the issue came to Mestikov. Checked by Bjornfoot. Turning Veleno. Leaving it there for Ernie. Didn't see it. Lost his stick. Lizotte getting it ahead. Brendan Lemieux. Back into the middle. Back to pick it up, though, is Mo Seider. Ahead for Ernie. Ernie drops it off for Seider. On the left wing side, right-hand shot, and a little trouble with it. Ernie stays in there, along with Nemestikov. Going down on the play was Roy. Freed up to the far side for Leddy. Leddy walks the line. Trying to find a lane to the net, and the puck went wide. Jersey for Kaliev. Knocked down by Hronek. Now for Nemestikov. There's a shot from Larkin.
Wow. Hit a body. Never got there.
Leddy goes back to get that puck on edge and settles it down. Leddy still in search of his first goal as a Red Wing. 9 assists for him, and that's into the Red Wing bench. On the shoot in by Larkin. Big hit by Mikey Anderson. Stood up Robbie Fabry. It remains 2-0 LA past the halfway point in this one. The top half dozen from the 2020 NHL entry draft. You see where Lucas Raymond is. It's 34 games, but 29 points already. Stützle with 44 and 82. Lafreniere with 32 and 91. Jamie Drysdale, whom we'll see tomorrow night. Quinton Byfield is playing with the Ontario Reign, the LA Kings farm team. And Byfield fractured his left ankle in the preseason. So he's playing with the Ontario Reign at a game-winning goal this week, and I'm sure we'll see him back in the NHL before season's done, you'd think. Puck to the far side there for Mata. Held in by Detroit. Matt Roy absorbs the hit there from Rasmussen. Roy played 3 years at Michigan Tech. 3 seasons in the American Hockey League. His 4th year now with LA for the Canton native. And a plus player each year in the NHL for number 3, Matt Roy.
That's far side.
Coming back to help defensively was Pius Suter. Suter, 6 goals and 9 points shy of last season's rookie total with Chicago. Already has 8 and 18 with Detroit. Kempe along with Kopitar for LA, but it pops back to the net for Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi in front of the goal that went off the skate of Anderson. The Kaiser moved in for Larkin to Bertuzzi, swings it around. Larkin and Doughty. Bertuzzi a stick on it. Burke for LA. Rolling puck picked up by Kempe. He's got good speed. Kempe into the zone, puts on the brakes. Forced back by Seider. Off Kopitar. The Kaiser ahead off Larkin's stick, and the Kings will regroup. Bjornfoot for the lead pass. Turning is Anderson. 2 Andersons on this team. That's Lias. Tipped it to center. Back on side was Raymond as Bertuzzi carries in. Jersey for LA. That brought in offside by LA.
Well, at least they got this thing, Red Wings settled down this period. Only a handful of shots for LA, and Detroit's had at least one dandy off the stick of Seider. We'll be back in a moment.
Every second of every period of every game. Bally Sports Detroit, home of the Red Wings, all season long.
Now, Mr. Ned's been a busy guy tonight, and a good busy guy. LA Kings have been all over the Red Wings offensively, most of which was in the first period. They had shot after shot after shot of quality scoring chances. This came in the second. But they had 11 quality scoring chances, did LA, in the first 20 minutes. And Ned was great. Kept it 2-0.
So when Simon Edmondson plays with Detroit at some point, you're going to have Mr. Ned and Mr. Ed? Is that the plan?
Mr. Ned already is Mr. Ed, but he's just a goalie right now, so we'll get to that later on. In better times, how about that?
Okay. This will come back as an icing.
If this COVID would get down the highway quickly, we'd get a chance to meet most of these guys, you know?
Well, maybe by the time Simon Edmondson is with Detroit.
The Twin Tower on the blue line.
Yeah.
With Sider. And this guy's still eligible for a rookie as well, so.
Yep. And we'll see one who's going to be in the race tomorrow night with Trevor Zegras, who, by the way, tried that Michigan pass from behind the net again tonight. Anaheim at home to the Rangers. Zegras tried it again. It didn't convert. But we'll see Trevor Zegras tomorrow night, so that'll be interesting. Zegras tomorrow night on an 7:30 Red Wings Live tomorrow night. So a little earlier start from Anaheim, the game that was postponed from Thursday. Red Wings Live at 7:30. Puck drop just after 8. So we'll see Zegras tomorrow night, Sider tomorrow night, Raymond tomorrow night. And you got Jamie Drysdale, too. So pretty fine young players to watch tomorrow evening, too. Here's Larkin. Spins off a check, took a shot, and seeing it, the right hand catching Peterson.
Key there, he saw it all the way.
Red Wings with 55 rookie points, most in the National Hockey League. Just over 21% of their total team points have come from rookies. This one from the now veteran Dylan Larkin. Gets the shot on goal. That would be Dylan's 89th shot this season to lead Detroit. Robbie Fabry has 3 tonight. He's second to Dylan with 75 shots now. And Pius Suter with 73. He had that shorthanded breakaway chance tonight. Those are the shot leaders. There's Fabry, second to Dylan. But his pass there intercepted by Kempe. Back to retrieve it comes Fabry. With Rasmussen taken by Kempe. Then Rasmussen took it back for Robbie Fabry. Pius Suter in back of the net chasing Doughty. Stepping in came Lindstrom to intercept from Kopitar and a diving play at the line. But Rasmussen couldn't keep it in.
For the most part, the Kings have done a really good job of exiting their own zone. There's a little play to the side of the net. That's how to play. Where the defenseman jumps up in, the winger just tips it to him, and boom, they're gone. Did a lot of that in the first period.
I think we got a penalty coming up here. We'll check that out when we come back. LA is going to be shorthanded.
1-2. Keep your eye on this area right here. Why are the Kings in the box? Not for that, but for this. Drew Doughty, you ain't going anywhere. It's pretty hard to get away with that, Drew.
Doughty is 1.13 points per game, third among NHL defensemen this season for Drew Doughty, but he hasn't played a lot of games, playing in just his 16th game of the season.
Well, he did no short of ice time, though.
No.
TOI, time on ice, 25 minutes a night.
Sider manning the power play, plays 22 and 24 a night to lead all NHL rookies. Here's Raymond leading all rookies in points. Tied for the team assist lead. 19 along with Raymond, and they're tied for the rookie assist lead in that regard in the NHL. Here's Larkin along with Bertuzzi and Raymond, and that's cleared back down the ice by Los Angeles.
Well, most of those points by Raymond came early in the year, and nowadays they're on to him big time, and Lucas Raymond has got to find a way to get open away from traffic. He's too many times going into traffic, and that's why his chances are way down.
Right in front by Bertuzzi. Larkin able to shovel one back. Fabry for Raymond, for Bertuzzi. Dylan Larkin for Sider to Larkin. That gets blocked, finds Sider again. To Raymond, and that shot went high and off the glass. Larkin off the dash, couldn't knock it down. Lozada's away. Sider's back, 2-on-1 with Kapari in the air, just over his stick. Ahead for Bertuzzi. Red Wings in the midst of a change. That pass went astray. Lazat able to get it ahead for Matt Roy. Able to find Kempe in behind. Score! A shorthanded goal for the Los Angeles Kings makes it 3-0.
That's a power forward driving the net, boy, on that one. 15th goal of the year for Kempe.
And the 4th shorthanded goal of the season for Los Angeles. They've surrendered 5. They've got 4. Kempe, who failed on a penalty shot Thursday, scores on a break here.
Well, he gets a break because this is a knuckleball that goes through the goaltender, not around him. And Ned won't be happy, I'm sure, with that. But Kempe will be his 15th of the year.
And his 2nd shorthanded. Zadina trying to hold it for Suter. Now Letty. For Suter, took the shot, and Cal Peterson holds on. The Swede Adrian Kempe, the 29th overall pick in 2014.
Watch this puck roll. Way up on edge. Hard to find out sometimes what that puck's going to do when it's up on its edge like that. But certainly Ned would like to close that off.
Point shot, Letty, that went wide. And Delkovich has now allowed 3 or more goals in 7 of the past 9 games. That wasn't happening early in the season. Roy gets checked by Smith. That shot hit a leg, deflects to the corner. Dustin Brown out for Elias Anderson. Roy and Lazat assisting on the Kempe shorthanded goal at 16:23. Letty. Back of the net, Rasmussen. Off the side of the goal, cleared away by Kopitar, kept in by Stahl. Now Durzi ahead for Kempe. Knocked down though by Lindstrom. Here's Rasmussen in, right to the goal, and back to recover is Burke. Dumps it into the Red Wing zone. Former Wing chasing Lindstrom. Loose puck here, grabbed by Kempe, then sticked aside by Stahl, able to recover. Got support here from Nemesnikov. Detroit out shooting Los Angeles 9-7 here in the 2nd. After the huge edge for the Kings in the 1st, save made there with another attempt from Nemesnikov. 10th Detroit shot. Another period unofficially. Our MGM Grand Detroit intermission report with Trevor and Larry as the Kings extend their lead. Red Wings improving in the face-off dot.
Certainly had their way tonight, the LA Kings. They've had their skating boots on, and they've kept the Red Wings defending most of the night.
Larkin. Over Raymond's stick. Victor Arvidsson. Into the slot, and that shot went wide from Trevor Moore. Moore again. Deneau across. Doughty back in front again. Larkin. Bouncer back that Doughty goes to retrieve. Doughty signed through the 26-27 season. As we mentioned off the top tonight, he was so revved up to try to bounce back this season for the Canadian Olympic team. Hasn't played a lot of games, but what a season he's had, and now there's no Olympics.
Well, he probably thought he was going to get overlooked by younger guys. Said, you know what? I'm not done yet.
There are Olympics, but not NHL players playing the Olympics.
That's what I mean.
So, yeah.
I mean, with the NHLers.
Yeah. Letty taking Kaliev to the boards as the second period comes to a close. Well, he gets another goal, but the Red Wings have the edge in shots, at least in the second. They can take that to the groom, but they're down by 3. Trevor.
Yes, Kenny, they did outshoot. Brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook, and it was the return of the Flower. Marc-Andre Fleury with the Blackhawks returning to L.A. to take on his former team, the Golden Knights. And he gets the win with 31 saves, out-dueling Robin Lehner in his return. That's got to feel good for the Flower.
Oh, yeah, motivated.
Absolutely. And the Ducks, who the Wings will face tomorrow, down 3-1 to the Rangers in the third period. That one is being played in Anaheim. Well, if you're with us for Red Wings Live pregame, you heard us with Mo Seider talking about his rookie season and how he's growing. Well, we see that he certainly learned how to use the body so far this year, and he talks about picking his spots and knowing when to pick his battles.
I'm not looking for anything. I'm not searching for the hits. I just want to play a really solid game. And if something like that happens, it's nice, but other than that, I just want to play real good hockey. And if that's part of it, then it's nice. Probably give us the extra edge. Just create some momentum, and hopefully we can go out there and get that goal somehow.
Boy, what level of maturity, 20 years old. I mean, he's got it down. And look at tonight's leading all Wings players with 16 minutes and 15 seconds played. He's a smart guy. He knows he's more valuable, Trev, being on the ice than getting crazy, taking penalties, playing that dirty, rough sort of game. He's a real smart, finesse guy. Yeah, he can hit when needed be, but this is a guy we want to play 24 minutes a night.
He's doing that tonight, but it's in a losing effort so far. Hopefully, he can help the guys turn it around. And before we send it to Ken and Mick for the start of the third period, we want to recognize Kings coach Todd McClellan, former Red Wing assistant. Last week, 1 week ago tonight, career win number 500 behind the bench. A 6-2 win over the Flyers got him to that milestone. 27th coach in NHL history to do so, now tied with Toe Blake for 26th on the all-time list. 7th among active coaches. Congrats, Mr. Todd McClellan. A great guy, isn't he, Kenny?
Well, that he is. And when he was with the Detroit Red Wings, he was running the power play for the Red Wings. And their power play was first. Now, that was the year 07-08. He was a Stanley Cup winner. Detroit was number 3 on the power play that year and was number 1 on the power play in 05-06. He would work the forwards under Mike Babcock.
Yep.
And run the power play under Mike Babcock during his time
Good guy.
in Detroit. Yep. Head coach in San Jose and Edmonton before arriving with Los Angeles.
Well, that's the job. Not just hockey, but all of sports, boy.
Third period underway as Nedeljkovic will play it. Kopitar able to hold it in for Marty Ferk. Off his stick and away with it comes Fabry. Peterson cleared it right to Bertuzzi. So Bertuzzi,
Line change.
Suter,
Yeah.
Fabry. Hronek's got it back at center, playing his 200th National Hockey League game. Oli Mata for Roy, ahead to Arvidsson. Both teams in the midst of a change. Arvidsson sees that. Off the bench comes Philip Deneau. Nedeljkovic stops it back of the goal and plays it for Larkin. To the line, kept in by Anderson. Over to Arvidsson. Nedeljkovic got a stick on it. So Rasmussen on the wing for Dylan Larkin and Raymond As Jeff Blashill trying to get something going here with the wide edge and shots by LA with 27 in the first. Purchase tickets to a weeknight home game and PointsBet will match the amount new users spend with PointsBet credit. For more information, go to DetroitRedWings.com/PointsBet now. That shot hit a leg. Lizotte for LA. Valeno for the Red Wings. Puck came free, but LA on it first. Valeno and Lizotte both go down. Brendan Lemieux for the Kings. The shot in on goal. That was stopped by Nedeljkovic. Another shot just went wide. Kept in by Doughty. And again, the Red Wings wearing their home red on the road, and they had such a good home record, but hasn't worked for them tonight. The LA Kings wanted to wear those chrome helmets with their white sweaters. That shot just deflected wide. Doughty. Back of the net for Ernie. Nemestikov gives chase. Kupari for the Kings. Lindstrom moved in deep. Doughty with a stick on it. Ernie's got it. Then Doughty able to block that. Then he got shoved into the side of the goal. That came in quickly on Cal Peterson. Collision right there, and bodies go down as Ernie knocked down Kupari, who got hit in the mouth.
Nobody in their seats. Two guys took a run at a Kings player right by the open door.
Yeah, that was Kupari who got hit.
I don't think it was too serious. He almost stepped on the puck and fell down. Yeah, it was nothing. Almost three of them are there, and that's what kind of doesn't take much for young Lemieux to get in there.
Lemieux with a hit from behind.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah. It was a rough shift for Kupari.
One of these rookies, Kupari, a 20th overall pick in 18, taking 10 picks before Joe Valeno. Kempe, good block there by Hronek. A reminder tomorrow night will be in Anaheim. Game coming to you from there, and now there's Cal Peterson, who has a 3-year contract extension that kicks in next season at $5 million a year. Played 35 games last season. That got him a new deal. And the former LA King and current Maple Leaf Jack Campbell, who will be a Vezina finalist, set to be an unrestricted free agent. That deal for Peterson certainly helps his bargaining power for sure.
I guess.
Although tonight, the Leafs led Colorado 3-0 and 4-1, and the Avalanche came back to win as they can, and they can score 5-4 in overtime. Another great night from Cale Makar. And there's a penalty coming up here. Leddy had held up Dustin Brown, and more after the fact. And Smith's in the middle of things.
Well, at least Brown and Leddy are laughing at it. He's going to get a 2-minute interference call. See one of those Kings players wearing like a necklace around his neck. I don't know why anybody would wear something like that and play a game of hockey. There's the penalty by Leddy. All it takes one time for somebody to grab a hold of that thing in a fight, and you're choked. Crazy. Really? And there was the aftermath of pretty much nothing. But anything will do for Red Wings at this point. Dustin Brown has been a hard-working son of a gun his whole career. It was controversial when they took the captaincy away from him, but he's taken it, standing up, and moved on.
That skip past Kempe. Doughty back to get it. Kopitar for Doughty as the Kings work here on the power play. Broken up inside the line. Doughty able to send it in back of the goal. Quick stick there by Sider. Kopitar for Kempe. Arvidsson. Too far for Furk. And the Kings will go back to get it. LA with a power play goal. Each of their past two coming in the game tonight. They've got a shorthanded goal and two at even strength. Sent back by the Red Wings. Rasmussen. Came to Arvidsson. On the wing for Furk. He gets knocked down by Lindstrom. They battle in the corner. Furk again sends it to the line here for Dursey. A wrister down low for Furk. Flips it back for Victor Arvidsson. Fired from Nashville for a couple of picks. Trevor Moore to the line. Back now for Furk again. For Dursey to the middle to Arvidsson. Had the chance to shoot, didn't. Moore for Deneau, ran into Moore. And then Stahl stops Deneau, but he stayed with it to the line here again for Dursey. Dursey, quick stick into the slot, shot that got blocked, stayed with it. And the corner now for Moore. Callier back for Moore. And then Furk knocks it down at center ice. Red Wings back at full strength. Kill off that Los Angeles power play. No shots for the Kings on that last one. Willie Mott. This will come back as an icing charge against the Kings, although they'll complain. Lizotte will, and now a message from FanDuel Sportsbook.
Hey fans, right now you can live bet on the game on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Head over to FanDuel now.
Lucas Raymond coming into this game tonight, and obviously the Red Wings have not scored tonight. Raymond hasn't scored in 10 games coming into play tonight, and he's lost the rookie goal lead. He has 10 goals. Tanner Jeannot scored his 11th for Nashville tonight. Nashville beat Arizona 4-2. Tanner Jeannot, the rookie goal leader, with 11. And we'll get another stop and play, and a lot of snow on the camera there.
Well, Raymond does have pretty good point totals over those 10 games, Ken. But he really hasn't had the scoring chances anywhere near like he did the first 20 games.
And Trevor Zegras, whom he'll play tomorrow night. Now the Rangers beat Anaheim on this night 4-1. Zegras had nothing this evening, so Raymond still leads Zegras by 4 points.
Yeah, he's got to readjust. Lucas Raymond. It almost came too easy, too quick, too easy. And all of a sudden this league got onto him real quick.
Shot by Larkin for Bertuzzi, just over top of the goal. That point shot didn't get through. Hronek back in front. Larkin couldn't get it. And this will go right to Nedeljkovic. Bertuzzi. Back for Larkin. Tried to slam it deep. He couldn't. Came back to center ice, and more one-on-one with DeKaiser. Puts on the brakes and looks for help. While the Red Wings facing another backup netminder tonight, and Cal Peterson making his first start since December 6th. Tomorrow night, they could see Lucas Dostal who could make his NHL debut in goal for Anaheim with John Gibson in COVID protocol. Not sure his status for tomorrow. Anthony Stolarz played tonight for the Ducks, so they could get another backup making his NHL debut. Remember, Zach Ficali shut out Detroit earlier this season in his NHL debut. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. 7:30 Red Wings live. Puck drop just after 8 o'clock Eastern time from Anaheim.
That's a good thing.
Earlier start.
It's a good thing, yeah.
Hopefully the Red Wings have a better start.
Well, it's been, if you remember, a year ago, when all the games we were right in our own conference, or our own division, if you will.
And the latest start we had basically was Dallas, right?
Right.
It was like an 8:30 start. So we'll step out here. Hall of Famer Dino Ciccarelli had a major accomplishment on this date, though back in '94. We'll revisit that next.
Number 22, 1994. 91 in your screen. 13, Kozlov got the assist. Dino scores number 500 out of 600 and change. 608 when the final tally was in. Dino Ciccarelli, number 22. Way to go, Dino. Great memory.
Elias Anderson on the draw against Gagne. Anderson, a former New York Ranger. If you remember his name, he was the one that the World Juniors, when Sweden lost to Canada 3-1 in the final, he threw his silver medal into the crowd, figuring a guy in the crowd wanted it more than he did. Took a lot of heat for that.
I wouldn't.
Not a good thing to do. 7th overall pick of the Rangers in 17, dealt to LA for a second-round pick. He's got the puck now and puts it back into his own zone.
Youth can do some crazy things. Yeah.
Just a little disrespectful, I would think. Mikey Anderson back to get it. Drew Doughty for Kopitar. Lindstrom able to break that up with help from Rasmussen. Burke gave it away to Rasmussen. Still has it. Suter out of the air, couldn't knock it down. Bouncing puck, tough to handle there for DeKaiser. Kempe able to give it to Kopitar, kicks it ahead. He got stopped. Rasmussen back. Feeds Giovanni Smith. Couldn't hold the pass. Hugh Suter back in. Suter with a shot. Sticked up into the netting by Peterson. The most played rivalry in the history of college hockey continues at Little Caesars Arena with the duel in the D between Michigan and Michigan State on Saturday, February 12th at 7 p.m. Tickets on sale now at 313presents.com and Ticketmaster. And there is still some talk about some Wolverines perhaps going to the Olympics.
Yeah. Well,
like
that whole
power
thing,
going.
yeah, it'd be pretty interesting.
The tough call the way the college season's going, and again, like NHLers knew the risk going over, and if COVID protocol and you're stuck over there, it's a question. Here's Bertuzzi and a save made.
There aren't many situations that you'd say, why are you going? But for me, this is one.
You're not alone.
I don't get it, you know.
Yep. Nick Leddy to pick it up. So after having 48 shots against Nashville 2 nights ago, 38 against Detroit tonight. They allowed just 20 to the Predators, but they lost the game.
We've only had 11 since the first period.
Yeah.
I mean, but they haven't needed them.
So the shots have been even since then.
Yeah. Unofficially, you're right. Yeah.
11-11.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Red Wings just have not tested this kid in net at all, hardly at all. They may be, I'm guessing at this, till we get an account, maybe 4, 5 quality scoring chances. That's it. I don't think that many for Detroit.
Nemestikov to Gagne. An easy save for Peterson. Deflects that one out of play. And with that, we'll step up. Remains 3-0 LA, just past the halfway point in the third.
The DQ chicken strip basket and
well, second time we'll turn the clock back to the early 80s. Larry Murphy, number 5 there, number 55 in Detroit. How many block shots did you have like this, Murph, in your career?
Hey, how's that, Mick? You got to sacrifice the body, and hey, you don't miss those. The open net. Oh, look at this, dangle.
Dangle.
Little toe drag.
How'd you like those old uniforms?
Oh, I love it. Those are great. The old purple and gold. I liked it even better when they used to have the gold pants, but I never got to wear those. But yeah, that was a different time. That color wouldn't look so good today, that's for sure.
Pretty good hockey players on that team.
We had the old Triple Crown line up front, Dion, Simmer, Taylor.
Yeah, yeah.
I hitched my wagon to them. That's how I got so many points there. My first rookie year, I was on the power play with them.
Charlie Simmer, Dave Taylor.
Dave Taylor, a long-time LA King. Dustin Brown, 18th season, just past Dave Taylor for the most seasons as a member of the LA Kings.
Dave Taylor, hard-working guy. Charlie Simmer, 50 goals all around the net, big, strong.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, my God.
It's like the Hansons coming out.
All-star team, yeah.
Except the talent, the score.
Number 16, Dion. 11, Charlie Simmer. Dion, my God, could he find the net? Dave Taylor, he was in the corner, mucking it up most of the time. Those guys were an absolute machine right there against the Red Wings. The old LA form back in the day. Right by the racetrack, eh, Murph?
Oh, yeah.
Cleared back as Arvidsson. I would have liked to see Murph in the chrome helmet. Here's Raymond. Save made by Cal Peterson. Sider with a good play to Raymond. Bertuzzi kicking at it, stayed with it, and then taken away by Moore. Detroit with Sider.
Detroit, excuse me, have really been unable to generate much of anything. Very little anyway in the offensive zone. The Kings have been very well structured inside their own blue line. Really well structured.
Fabry with a high rising shot. The Kings 3 games over 500 as Burke carries in off a skate. Leddy rolls through, but Nedeljkovic will hang on. So the Kings staying in the playoff chase, as is Detroit. The eastern side of things, the Kings won the cup in 12 and 14, but only one playoff win since their 14 Stanley Cup. A lot of turnover, changing things, but Kopitar and Doughty have been mainstays, adding to the group.
Well, if you haven't been following the Kings closely, you'd look at that lineup and go, who are these guys? There's a bunch of guys there that are not even close to household names. Maybe they will be one day, but right now, a lot of young guys trying to make their way in the NHL.
Good prospects coming. Jonathan Quick still has another year on his deal. And Quick basically owning his best save percentage in 4 seasons, a bounce back year for him. 14th full season in the NHL.
Had a great career.
Yep. 2 cups, 11 games shy of 700 for Quick. The Red Wings haven't generated enough tonight against the backup, Cal Peterson. But with his deal, he's set to take over from Quick at some point. That went off the skate. As Nemestikov went to the goal out with Veleno and Ernie. Back comes Kupari. Couldn't get past Hronek. Loose puck grabbed by Veleno. Nemestikov in. Slowed down there by Peterson. Bjorn Foot. Ramada. Lazat couldn't get past.
They've used that kind of play all night long, coming out of their own zone.
Brendan Lemieux with a high flipper, and Stahl. 2 forecheckers up for LA. Lindstrom quickly for Zadina. Zadina's played just over 7 minutes tonight. On the fourth line with Gagne and Smith.
This game has been completely fractured right off the hop. I mean, in that first period, helped by a couple of power plays by the Kings, a lot of guys didn't hardly play at all.
Matt Roy.
And you're right, you mentioned earlier, Anaheim's had a really good first half, and the Red Wings better be prepared to play tomorrow night at 5 o'clock West Coast time.
Yeah, this schedule change has put the Red Wings in a back-to-back situation, and 4 and 6 nights. They'll play in San Jose Tuesday and then back home with 1 day of travel against Winnipeg. Shot by Deneau, grabbed by Nedeljkovic. So yes, Anaheim played tonight too, and then they're at home. The Red Wings don't have far to go, and here's a look at good young players coming for LA. Kelly up a high pick, and Kupari, and then Quentin Byfield, whom we spoke of, and Alex Turcotte, Alfie's kid. 5th overall pick from 2019. Byfield with that fractured ankle, but again playing with the Ontario Reign of the American Hockey League. There's Rasmus Kupari playing in his 32nd game of the season. On the wing for Ferk with a goal on Thursday. His first game in a while. De Kaiser ahead for Fabric. Rasmussen. Kempe grabbed the puck. Suter came in to disrupt that play and then goes and gets the puck again. Kempe sealing him there. Doughty ahead for Kopitar patiently. Swings it wide, and a pass by Anderson for Burke. Burke gets checked. No. The game against Nashville, Burke's first in a while in the NHL. He had 11 shot attempts, including 6 on goal, and scored a goal. Played nearly 19 minutes. Remember, taken by Carolina, and then Red Wings reclaimed him.
Yeah.
And signed with LA a couple of years ago. Here's Larkin. Peterson able to grab that shot. Time winding down in this one. As
Thompson alongside Larry Murphy, and Wings down 3-0 with very little time left in this. It looks like their road woes will continue, but what will we talk about in the post-game edition of Red Wings Live?
Well, basically, Trev, what happened, and just a case of just not being ready in the first period, letting the Kings take the play to them, and couldn't get themselves on track after that.
Well, they didn't start on time tonight. The good news is they'll have another opportunity tomorrow in Anaheim. But we'll break down tonight's game regardless with Mickey Redmond and the Hall of Famer Larry Murphy as soon as this was over, as we send it back to Ken and Mick.
all right, Trev, thank you. As the Red Wings road losing streak, unless they pull a miracle out of here, is going to hit 4. Their last road win came at Boston November 30th, 2-1.
Yeah, that was a 2-1 game.
Red Wings have pulled their goaltender.
I thought they were when I saw that chalkboard out. 5 minutes left in the game.
Why not?
You're down by 3.
Larkin, Raymond, Fabry, Rasmussen. And at some point, we'll drop the puck.
Well, the one thing you have to do, not only get shots on goal, you got to get traffic to the front of the net. They win the draw. There's a start.
Here's Seider. Off the glass for Moore to center. He's got an empty net on a backhand. Looked in front. Deflected near side. Deneau kept it in for a moment, but Seider's got it. For Raymond, for Dylan Larkin. Checked by Deneau, cleared away by the Kings. Mort Seider. To Raymond. A high bouncer wide. Kopitar. For Adrian Kempe. He scored shorthanded. Burke falls. Fabry moves. Rasmussen back to him. His pass knocked away by Kempe. Seider with a feed to center ice for Zadina. Good move by Seider. And another move by Seider. In across the line. And Peterson keeps it moving. With some trickery there. The skills of Seider. Feeds off Hronek and a save by Peterson. We'll get a look at that Seider move in a moment, but first a message from MGM Grand Detroit.
Go Grand at the destination that elevates every experience. Welcome back safely to MGM Grand Detroit.
Kings control the draw. They've had the majority of the face-off wins tonight. Suter leaves it for Hronek. Sam Gagner fired in deep. Back of the goal for Roy. Ernie to the line to Leddy. Hronek. Zadina to Leddy. To Hronek, the one-timer. In front, great save by Peterson. Reserving the shutout right there with a nice stop.
Well, I'm just going to say there'll be an icing here, but even if you can't come back and win this, that puck laying there with an open net and number 11 in red not far away. Sure like to get yourself a goal if you're Philip Zadina right there. They get to it before he does. And here was Seider a moment ago. Whoa! One more time. You play the puck, that's what's going to happen, not the body.
Rasmussen. Fabry couldn't hold it in. Loose puck for Moore and hit the goalpost, but he's going to score now.
Fun and games when you play like that team did tonight.
Fifth of the season for Trevor Moore. Kings with 4, having doubled the shots on Detroit. Giovanni Smith for Zadina, just couldn't get there. Dustin Brown. Gustav Lindstrom, 2 to go in the third, forced back by Brown. Behind for Stahl. Kapari on him, played it for Smith, got it out to center ice. Bjorn put. That's tipped in by Kelly. Nedeljkovic played it off the glass. It was kept in by Roy. Turning Lizotte. Back to Roy. Cross for Mata. Well, Matt Roy's family back in Canton happy about the score tonight. I don't know how many others in Detroit are the way this one's gone.
There's always a good side to every story, isn't there?
Yes.
Usually a good and a bad.
Ernie gets it in. Cal Peterson has one career shutout. Still a minute to go in this one. That came back in 2018 at St. Louis. The Red Wings don't get one here. It would be the second time this season they've been blanked by a backup netminder. Zach Picali in his NHL debut with Washington did it to Detroit. Detroit would be blanked for the fourth time this season. 3 prior to tonight. Brendan Lemieux for Lizotte. Lizotte right to the slot. The shot and a save by Nedeljkovic, who says, "Yeah, I'll keep it going."
Yeah, they want out of here.
Let's get out of here. We take on Anaheim tomorrow night, 7:30. Red Wings live. Ducks losing at home to the Rangers tonight. We'll see a rookie battle tomorrow night. Zegras and Raymond and Seider, but this night was not a night for the Red Wings. LA wins it by 4. To Red Wings Live we go with Larry and Trevor.
All right, Ken, thank you very much. And the Red Wings road woes continue. Now 4-11-1 away from Little Caesars Arena. We'll break down exactly why they fell to the Kings at Crypto.com Arena tonight with Larry Murphy after we have a quick timeout here on Bally Sports. We're right back with Red Wings Live. Stick around, everybody. We're coming right back at you. Welcome to this edition of Red Wings Live from our Bally Sports Studios. The Red Wings fall 4-0 to the Kings at Crypto.com Arena. I guess their crypto balance fell here tonight, Murph, as we welcome you to the studio. Trevor Thompson and Larry Murphy following up a Red Wings shutout loss at the hands of the Kings here tonight, and they were outshot 27-2 in the first period, down 2-0, and I guess it never really got any better than that for the Wings here tonight. Murph, what'd you see overall?
Yeah, it didn't get much better than that. The first period is what the big head scratcher was. Just LA came out and basically controlled things. Those 27 shots, it just seemed that every time the Wings turned around, there was a Kings player on there to create the turnover. Kings played with a lot of jump, a lot of momentum, and the Wings just felt, it just looked like they were in the sandbox. You just couldn't get any sort of momentum going. It was a game that just from the drop of the puck, did not go the Wings' way, and the Kings basically dominating. After the first period, they basically just played as well enough to win the game. They really had set the table after that first period.
We've talked a lot about the Wings' road woes so far this season. Was there any commonality you saw in tonight's game versus the other road games where they've struggled this season?
This is one of the most difficult games the Wings had played. I mean, I'm trying to put it nicely. On the road, it was just, you just felt they were out of it from the start. And that's happened a few times on the road. We have a team here that at home just seems to play with confidence, play with momentum, play with determination and confidence. But on the road, it's been a lingering problem this season where the team just does not get momentum going, does not put the opposition, the Kings, on their heels at all at really any point in this game. And it's just a head scratcher. Jeff Blashill, the coach, I'm just really curious to see what his observation is. Trev, is it one of those games where you just basically, let's just forget about it, put it in the drawer, move on? There's no sense, dwelling on it. But it was a disaster from the puck drop.
Yeah, well, we'll get Jeff Blashill's thoughts on this as the show rolls on. But for now, let's get Mickey Redmond's thoughts as he joins us on this edition of Red Wings Live. And Mick, where do you want to pick it up tonight?
Well, I obviously will just continue with what Larry is talking about, but
my question to you, Larry, maybe more of a statement. You have, I'm sure, like I have, played on teams that, for whatever reason, weren't ready to get it going. And we've talked about this team only playing 3 or 4 games in 21 days. You don't need to be on your high horse to be able to play well defensively, do you? I mean, when you know you don't have it early, you try to button down the hatches and just try to play safe until you get your feet going. Wouldn't that be the recipe to try to get going?
Oh yeah, definitely. The keep it simple is probably the adage that you'd want to use tonight. You see an LA Kings team coming with a lot of momentum. Yeah, make the plays. That you get the puck over the blue line, take the pressure off. And yeah, it was just a case of just not stopping LA from doing what they wanted to do, and that was create turnovers in the Wings zone, get the puck to the net. Boy, LA, Mick, it seemed like every time they got the puck on their stick, they had guys going to the net momentum, and they got the puck there. 27 shots. I mean, that's the only way that's going to happen is every time they got it, they seem to take it to the net. And the Wings, as you point out, Mick, yeah, you get in those games where you're in trouble, and you've got to keep it simple. You've got to reduce the hurt. You've got to get that puck over the blue line. They were never able to